Hello, my name is King Gable, and welcome back to eh, today is Thursday, which means I am awake. I guess, I don't know. At this point, I am questioning a lot, but welcome. So, last video I mostly ranted about, future Elftribe plans, which is kind of funny because never did I think I was going to be ranting about, or just kind of talking about the other Elftribe plans, but, there's that. Those Elftribe plans taken on. But, that's beside the point. I suppose, since it's gonna happen eventually, I should talk about my own series for today's video. Like, the series that I plan to make. Which, if you don't know, will include my channel mascot, being Pin, of course, and all of the other versions that exist in the world, which, to be honest, all the reason why I decided to talk about it now is because, let's just say that right now I am already planning an ending for the series, because I've been going through it in my head, and at some point it has to end good. And how I plan to end it is quite interesting. But let's talk about series, because I don't think I will really give the in-depth, down and dirty. So, what exactly is this new series about? What is it? So, basically, it takes up the opposite of what I've done with Elftribe, which is instead of being fantasy, all that, it's basically sci-fi that can have bits of fantasy in it. But mostly it's very sci-fi, which makes it pretty fun. Well, it's pretty interesting. And, the reason why it's sci-fi is because I am a duality of two people, in which one side of me likes the cool fantasy stuff, the cool dragons, elves, and all that fun, sort of fantasy sort of stuff, and the other part likes the sort of sciencey, cool robotics elements of stuff. So mixing it together makes my new series, which honestly I must say takes about maybe hundreds of years after Elftribe was in. Do I know how many? But no. But to explain, the year is 2000. I know, crazy. Before 9/11 and all that, but don't really think about that. What's special about this day of February 8th, 2000 is that a young boy is born. The second boy in the Mal and Mars family. The mother's name unknown, and the father's name as well is unknown. But unfortunately, there is the older brother's name, which is CJ, and then the sort of middle older sister is middle sister is basically Kinsey or something like that, something of the K-word. And thus, enters the world Penn, which is not a usual name, but, it's put out. Named after a long dead president or long dead relative, very far back in the past. Of course, also referred to as Penn, which you may already see where this is going. In fact, that Grip Penn, it's of course named Penn, and the main character of the series is also named Penn. So, yes, Grandpa Penn is the ancestor to the Penn for this series, which he totally won't show up, at some point, but that's so. Either way. Oh, I suppose, you don't even start here, you don't even start with this series. Or you don't even start, with the point of Penn being one. You start with something completely different. So, it all started years ago. So, millions of years ago. The world was created with one large, big bang. One big, large, big bang. Big bang caused by a new universe being created. One of many universes. And all these universes are under the control of Fortune was the creator. The creator God is one mission to make a successful world, or to make a universe. Just make a universe that he wants to make. It can be made however he wants it to be made. Now you see, you'd expect the creator God to want to create things, to want to have its creations safe, not be destroyed. This creator God does not care, for all he wants is war and violence, and just wishes to make places to cause war themselves. And that's what he does. He creates worlds and all sorts of stuff that cause fights between people. There are many fights between people, but eventually, throughout sort of medieval times, there was a halt in the violence. And it was found that there was a spread of a sort of kindness happening, which people, well, for some reason, being good, being nice people, which is not what the creator God wants. He does not wish for peace, but can't do anything about it. He does not control death or life, really. He does create life, but he cannot destroy it. Only his creations can destroy things himself. And thus, he sits still trying to make more and more beings that cause problems. And he does. History goes on and wars happen, but peace still reigns old. Eventually, new types of people appeal, and, well, the creator god gets tired. We're tired of all this peace. So thus, in such an angle, he throws down one of his most loyal followers. One of his most loyal followers is thrown down along with his wife, along with the follower's love interest, down into a dark, fiery realm, referred to as Hell, or the Underworld, in which this follower decides to take it on and make the problems, decides to cause violence in the name of the creator god. This follower is forced to inspire one more, Satan. You see, Satan was a loyal follower of the once strong creator god, but yet after being thrown down, he designs a guilt and starts to make a place made to torture people, still trying to get the attention of this god. But good one's not killed. So thus, Satan gives up. But eventually marries his wife, Satana, which her name may change later on, but either way, he and his wife build a kingdom together, and build the kingdom of Hell, making a true and beautiful place of worship, or a place of torture and pain. Lovely. That is until Satan's wife disappears. She leaves, distances herself, which concerns him, but she leaves too fast and he cannot follow. And thus he continues to rule over his kingdom. Sad, but still managing of their daughter, referred to as Ashley. And eventually, a human comes down from the human realm, not decided by the angels, but instead just happened in. And slowly as he was down there, became more and more of a demon. I'm sorry. That was disgusting. Sometimes it is what. Anyways, to continue. Eventually, this man would finally speak with Satan and tell him that he doesn't have to do this. He doesn't have to torture people forever. Torture humans forever. And eventually, after being convinced him, Satan agrees and turns this man that was once young into his loyal bodyguard, or what a man referred to as Lucifer. But here's something that is a bit strange. There is an existent Lucifer in this series as well. Except how he worked was that he was also a loyal follower of the creator god, but was thrown out. It was thrown down because of unknown reasons. Lucifer decided to win it back and decided to go on a massacre against all the demons. Eventually, he succeeded. I'll back back up. Truly something. But that is only one of a couple different stories that roots from here. So, anyways, that's all for now. Now, to like, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.